Yep. Inside, I want to kill myself. We are on an 0-7 run over the last 2 days. After tonight was just complete bullshit. So that's how I'm going to start off this show. Horrible Sunday, 1-5. I don't even know what to tell you about that. I just don't want to do this anymore. I've never seen anything like this, man. With the slump continuing, 2 straight losses, not a good day at all. 0-4. I just have not had a good season, man. What kind of slump that I'm on? The slump continues. I've reached a new peak, actually. I'm going to burn my Bruins hat, man. I don't know what is going on with the Bruins. March 8th, is that what it is? I don't even know. It's March 9th, I think. Who even knows, man? I don't know what day it is anymore. I don't even know what day it is anymore, man. Back with you after the worst day that I could possibly have. Back with you, as I always am. Until I die, at least. 0-2 yesterday, and yesterday did not go well for me. 0-5. The worst month that I've ever had in my 18 years doing this. I don't know what to even tell you about this anymore. Broke the slump yesterday as the slump discontinues. The slump continues. Somebody fucking kill me, please. I don't even know what I should do at this point other than potentially end it all.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
We're talking about playoffs?
That's right. What's up, everybody? This is Bald on Toadstool Sports. Clint Russell is back with me, everybody. Clint, what's going on, man? That's right. Do we have to do that? Oh, yeah. Let's do it, yeah. Yeah.
We're bald.
We got to be bald. Didn't shave my head for it, though.
I did. Look at that fucking fresh dome.
Yeah. Mine's not fresh enough, man. You're fresher than I am.
I was born fresher than you, homeboy. I am the freshest. The freshest that has ever been freshed out of the fresh box.
I was
anyways,
born
thanks for having
stinky. Yeah. Whatever the opposite of fresh is, because I was born backwards, so.
That's right.
I was born surf. That's fresh backwards.
Oh, very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice. You're still doing fucking word autism jokes even on a podcast. That's my guy. That's my guy right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, let's just cut to the chase. Chargers won the Super Bowl, obviously, and everybody else is playing for second. So
all right, is that actually your pick? Well, let's do this, man. So we're gonna.
If the Chargers had an O-line, maybe.
we're gonna give our predictions, man. So this is what the bracket looks like. I've got it up on NFL.com here. I think everybody's seen it by now. So I mean, I guess we'll just go through each game here. I mean, there aren't too many games, and then we do have to remember that predicting the second round, the divisional round, the seeds, there's shuffling, right? So the teams that are the number 1 seeds that have the bye, they get whatever the lowest seed that advances is into the next round. That's how it works. It's not like an actual, you know what I mean? It's a reshuffle.
I'm not sure that's
bracket.
true. Are you sure that's true? I thought they changed it.
No, that's how it is.
Okay.
It's how it's been since they did the 7-team structure instead of 6. Yeah.
So you're saying that if the Chargers are the lowest seed that wins, we play Denver?
If they win, they play Denver. They can't possibly play anybody except Denver if they win, because they will be the lowest seed if they win, because they're the 7. So yes.
So despite the fact that the bracket says that we would be playing Houston or Pittsburgh, in
Correct.
fact, it's not. Okay.
Correct. Yep.
All right.
So yeah, so Denver has the bye in the AFC. Shout out to Cole for that. The 6-3 matchup here is a pretty interesting one, man. Buffalo at Jacksonville.
That's
Bills,
a game.
Jags.
That's a hell of a game.
It might be everybody's talking about how it's probably going to be the best game. It's got the highest point total that's up there, like 52 or something. It's supposed to be a shootout. I'm not sure that it will be though, but.
Well, I'll let you talk about it before I give my pick because I'm very much coin flip territory. But anyways, where are we starting?
We're starting with Buffalo, Jacksonville here. But yeah, I agree it's a coin flip. I mean, the odds makers have it as a coin flip too. I think it's like a 1-point spread one way or the other. I keep coming back to the fact that this is in Jacksonville and Buffalo rarely plays in Jacksonville. And I think the last couple of times they played against Jacksonville were London games. Josh Allen is 0-1 at Jacksonville, and it was some weird like 9-6 score way back in like 2021, I think, something like that. And Buffalo has not won a road playoff game in 33 years.
Wow. Well,
Which
that's
is
a hell
pretty
of a stat.
insane. Yeah, but you would think that Buffalo would be like a contender because they do have Josh Allen and whatever, but I don't know. This is a pretty tricky matchup for them, man.
Yeah, I mean, I lean towards Buffalo just because I like Josh Allen more. But
yeah,
I tend to think that Jacksonville should be the favorite just because of, as you said, Buffalo's road record in the playoffs and the fact that Jacksonville had a better record in the regular season. They played really well. So I still think I'm going to go with Buffalo though. I think that they pull it out in a nail biter.
All right. Yeah, I am going Jacksonville, at least for now. I don't have a strong opinion on this game really, but
But you're gonna bet your life savings on it. All right, go ahead.
I don't think this one's gonna be one of my bets that I give out on the show. Yeah, I'm gonna bet everything on it. Bet my house on it. I mean, I just worry that Jacksonville seems really trendy right now, though. Like it's just this resurgence from this team that's been bad for a while. Trevor Lawrence is back. They look awesome down the stretch, but they mostly beat bad teams over the last like 5 weeks or so, except for Denver.
I have a good Chargers memory that'll give some people pause on their Jacksonville pick.
Ooh.
The Chargers came out. It was Herbert's first playoff game, as well as what's Jacksonville's quarterback name again?
Trevor Lawrence.
As Lawrence's first
Yep.
playoff game, and the Chargers absolutely fucking smacked them for the first half. We were up by, I think, 24 points in the first half, and then we went in like prevent defense and had a bunch of turnovers and ate shit, and they beat us in the second half.
Yeah,
Just
I
tell you,
remember that
if-
game well because I bet Jacksonville in that game. Don't kill me.
Congrats to you, but if I'm the Bills, if Jacksonville comes out nervous like they did in the first playoff game of his career, I think Buffalo wins it. If they come out and they're like on point and they're flying towards the ball, then I'd say Jacksonville's got it. But I think the first quarter tells the tale. If they come out nervous, they're going to lose.
Yeah, so experience is definitely a factor, and obviously Buffalo has more experience here, so there is that.
For sure, dude. I mean, how many times has Buffalo gone head to head with Mahomes in these fucking all-out wars in the playoffs? It's like,
yeah, they lost every single one, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's not the point. The point is Jacksonville Apex KC? Like the answer is no.
No.
So just in terms of experience of going up against that, I mean, that Goliath in the Chiefs, they have to be feeling good about their chances here. I would imagine.
Yeah. I can see the arguments for both sides here, man. I've been slightly leaning to Jacksonville in this one, but I don't know what's going on with Clint right now. I'll see if I can answer this question, though. Impure Hunter, what's up, man? Jeremiah Love of Notre Dame. Like, what NFL team do you think he's going to be on? I have no idea, dude, because it's like, to me, it seems very unpredictable, except the first couple of draft picks are going to be like Mendoza and Moore. So those guys are going to go to whoever those two teams are, Raiders and Jets, I guess. I have no idea where Jeremiah Love is going to go. I don't have a good answer for it. I mean, it depends on who needs a running back and what the draft is going to look like.
I follow college football so little, I don't even know that name. So
he is the Notre Dame running back. And I assume he will be in the NFL at some point because he is one of the better running backs in college football over the last couple of years.
Well, I'll tell you what I would like. I would like for the Chargers to draft him because the Chargers
They
need a running back.
they just drafted a running back, Hampton. Right?
What round did they get him out of?
I don't even know. But this was his rookie year, though.
Yeah, well, he's been okay. I mean, he's been hurt a lot too, I think.
Well, that's actually maybe we should segue because that's the next game we're going to talk about. Although I had one more point I was going to make with Buffalo Jacksonville. Now I can't even remember what the hell it was, but the experience is definitely something there for Buffalo.
What is Buffalo's D been this year? Are they all right?
They're what?
Is their D all right?
No, not really.
Okay,
Not a very good defense. No.
so they got a bad D, just like you.
Jacksonville actually has a good run D, and Buffalo is actually a run-first offense, even though they have Josh Allen. They run the ball a lot. James Cook, I think, actually wound up leading the league. He knocked out my guy right here, Taylor, in the last couple of weeks. Cook had the most rushing yards, but Buffalo might struggle to run against Jacksonville's D.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Buffalo, but I am very lukewarm on that pick.
Yeah. Yeah, that game is, I think that's the game that I have the least conviction on as far as who I think is going to win. Although the entire AFC is kind of, I have my
Dude,
decisions.
Yeah, I don't have
The NFC, I have big convictions on all three of those games as far as who I think is going to win. These games are just like, what the fuck is going on here? The next game is your guys, the Chargers against the New England Patriots, who are maybe becoming my team again. I don't know yet, but.
Well, I mean, I think you could already guess who I'm picking, but you could also guess probably why. I think that having a
experience.
Yeah, it's an experience play. The Chargers defense is pretty fucking good this year. And what's most important is that because we couldn't change our seating, we got to rest. we got to rest most of our starters last week, and I really like that because Herbert's been playing with a broken hand and he's been getting his ass absolutely handed to him because our O-line is like a fucking Houdini act. They don't even exist at this point. So My hope is that we get, I don't know, I haven't looked at any news on any O-linemen coming back, but if we got anybody coming back to help, plus basically a bye week, I think that gives us a really good shot. And then, rookie quarterback against the Chargers, I know Herbert has to be salivating for an opportunity to get a playoff win after he had the win in his hands and then just gave it away in Jacksonville a couple years ago. So that's my pick. I think the Chargers pull it off. I think it'll probably be a close one though.
Yeah. The Patriots are like a 3.5 point favorite or so in this game. And I kind of lean towards the Chargers at least being able to cover this, and definitely experience is a huge factor. And I forget what the number was exactly with first-time playoff quarterbacks against quarterbacks that have, I think, like multiple playoff games under their belt. It's not good. The first-time playoff quarterbacks, I think, are like 1-14 or something like that in the last 15. It's not good. So that's
and he's a rookie, right?
He's. I guess he qualifies as a rookie. He was on the team last year, and he played like the last, I think, 3 or so games last year. Drake May did, but I think this year qualified as his rookie year, I think. But I don't know how that works.
I'm a big quarterback picker when it comes to the playoffs. Like, which quarterback do I like more? And for me, the answer is Herbert by a lot. I just think Herbert, the only reason that this game is even close, honest to God, this is how I feel about it. The only reason this game is close is because Herbert doesn't have an offensive line. If we had an offensive line, Herbert would easily win this game. Because he doesn't have an offensive line, it's going to take some Mahomes shit. It's going to take some miraculous plays on his part. But he's been doing it all season. So that's my expectation.
Yeah, Joe Alt being gone, definitely a concern. Yeah, the Chargers, have that banged up O-line. But you're right that them resting players last week was probably good because they have a bunch of injuries. As you said, Herbert is banged up as well. Has an issue with his hand. I think it's his non-throwing hand, I assume, but hopefully that can, if it was his throwing hand, they'd be fucked. But
he's been playing with a broken hand for a month, dude. The kid's a fucking savage.
Badass, yeah. So obviously the Chargers' hope is that they can, get healthy with that week off, whatever. And the other thing they have going for them here is they definitely have the better defense in this game, the Chargers do. The Patriots actually have the worst red zone defense in the NFL.
Yeah, well, and the Chargers don't, even though the Chargers' offense is pretty decent, I think our red zone is not very good because we don't have a running game to speak of, and we have no O-line. So
with Hampton.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. That's why I was
whoever else they have.
Let's draft that running back. Well, all of our running backs went down. It was crazy. Our whole O-line went down. All of our running back core went down for a while. I mean, it's just been the offensive side of the ball has been so injury riddled. It's unbelievable. But I think Keenan Allen shows up, even though he's ancient at this point. I like our receiving core. I like Herbert. I mean, really, I'm just writing on Herbert and our defense. That's it. Everything else is kind of whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I go back and forth with this game because the other thing about the Patriots is they have one win all season against a team with a winning record, and that team also beat them in New England. That's the Buffalo Bills. That's the only team the Patriots beat that has a winning record. The only other playoff team they beat is Carolina, And I believe all 3 of New England's losses came at home as well. And one was to the Raiders, by the way.
Yeah. And Carolina's a playoff team with an 8-9 record.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Although New England, the loss to the Raiders was week 1, though. So maybe you give them a pass for that. But there are some issues with New England. I think their offense is a bit one-dimensional, too. Like I don't know. It seems like they don't establish the run that well, and maybe they'll have a hard time doing that. And Drake May, actually, even though it's basically down to him versus Stafford for MVP, which is ridiculous. But I think it should be Stafford. He does have the better numbers. But Drake May, he didn't have a 300-yard passing game until I think the last game of the season or something, or the second to last game when he did it against the Jets.
How are they winning every game if he's not throwing for 300 yards and they don't have a run game? I don't even understand. And they don't have a defense.
Yeah, that is the question. I don't know, just strategic offense. They put up a ton of points, but I don't know. They don't run the ball that well though. So
They don't throw it for much yards, and they don't run it, and they don't have a defense, and they're 14-3. I'm picking the fucking Chargers. I feel really good about this pick. I'm gonna end up regretting it because, as any Charger fan knows, anytime you feel good, you're probably gonna get your teeth kicked in. But I just feel good about it. I do. I can't help it.
One major concern. This is one of the other stats that I have for you is roofed stadium teams like the Chargers in the playoffs in the last 15 games.
That's a good point.
Playing outdoors in sub 40-degree weather are 1-14, I think, in those last 15 games.
Is it snowy?
No, it's going to be 36 degrees and raining.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to be bad. I'll tell you, if it was a dome game, I feel like the Chargers would house these motherfuckers. Now that I honestly, I hadn't even considered the weather. I should have because it's New England. But if the weather is that bad, now it's back to being a coin flip.
Well, I don't think it's supposed to be like horrible. Like it's not going to be a snow game, but it's going to be chilly.
36 and raining is worse than snow, dude.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. So, but I mean, Herbert is tough though. So,
we'll Herbert's a fucking legend, and he played in Oregon, if I'm not mistaken. So he should be equipped for cold.
I should remember. Yeah, is it Oregon? I'm trying to remember now because I know I watched him play in college a bit. I think you're right.
Sure.
I think it was Oregon. Yeah, I think you're right. All right.
So he's got some snow game experience.
Yeah. I am picking the Patriots in that one, I guess, tentatively, just because of the weather factor. And I really don't love it. Like, I would consider taking the Chargers plus the points, though, at the same time, which sounds contradictory, especially in the playoffs. Like, the team that covers the spread wins the game as well, like, more than 80% of the time, I think, in these
Yeah, but at 3.5, I can understand that play. I would take the Chargers plus the points all day. I'd be really surprised if we don't cover.
Yeah, Patriots easiest schedule in the league, so that is a concern. And then
the Chargers went through the gauntlet too. I mean, granted, KC had a down year for sure, but like KC, the Broncos, and then we played a hell of a lot of good teams, and we beat a lot of good teams. So.
Yeah, I mean KC not doing well down the stretch is hurting the Chargers' strength of schedule, but it was still the Chiefs. Like I think the Chiefs are still a good team up until like the season just completely went off the rails. So
for sure, dude.
And the Chargers beat them once before that, I believe.
Yeah, I think we beat
and
them
in the game where
it
did go off the rails.
Well, we beat them both the games we beat them. We beat them with a healthy Mahomes. He went down on the last play of the second game against us.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant. That was the game where it went off the rails, like because of that injury, basically, and because of that loss.
Yeah, but that was with a minute and a half left in the game. I'm just saying. Saying the Chargers beat the Chiefs twice, like the real Chiefs twice.
Correct, they did.
So I think that the Chargers are underrated personally, and people shouldn't rate them very highly, as I've said 1,000 times, because we have no O-line. But don't sleep on Herbert, dude.
Yep. And then we have, so that was the 7-2 matchup. The 5-4 is Houston at Pittsburgh. As Pittsburgh was able to get in, they Mike Tomlin their way into the playoffs. Still does not have a losing season ever. They're in. They beat the Ravens. Aaron Rodgers, maybe.
Dude, they needed so much shit to go right. Or wait, was that the Ravens that almost backed their way in? Or not backed their way in, but almost like clawed their way back in.
The Ravens started out like 1-5 or something because Lamar Jackson got hurt and they lost a couple more games there in the middle, and then they came all the way back to like a 500 team and then almost made the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But didn't it come down to the last week, or am I tripping?
Yeah, it was Pittsburgh versus Baltimore. Whichever team won, that would be in the playoffs. Yeah.
And what was the result of that? I mean, obviously Pittsburgh won, but what was the score? Do you know?
26-24.
Oh, so it was a fucking nail biter. Interesting.
Yep. Yes, it was.
I lean towards Houston. I'm not tremendously impressed with Houston, but you know the Chargers needed badly to win. 2 weeks ago against Houston, and they beat us. I mean, it was close. We played terribly.
Refs screwed the Chargers. I saw some of that game.
Yeah, and the refs screwed us too. But I'm just saying, like, there's something about Houston. They got a little magic in them this year.
Well, Houston beat the Chargers in the playoffs last year as well. So that's more. Well, that's another reason why you might like the Chargers here, because they were here last year. I think that was, correct me if I'm wrong, that was the first year with Harbaugh.
Yes.
Yeah, and they lost in the first round of the playoffs. I actually had Houston as a bet in that game. I'm not biased, man.
No, this is great.
I'm trying to win money, man.
You've now bet against the Chargers in the playoffs three times in a row.
But I don't want to in this game, though.
Well, you already did. You already picked New England, so.
Well, I picked them, but there's no way it's going to be a bet. And I said if I was going to bet the point spread, I would probably take the Chargers.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so Houston. Well, so that means the Chargers, I was going to say the second year under Harbaugh, it might be better for them because now they have that year of experience under him and whatever. So now they're back here again. Might be a little bit, that experience might go a little way there for the Chargers.
I'll tell you the big difference that if people don't watch the Chargers, they're sleeping on. Herbert is using his legs now. And last season, all of his other seasons, they were like, don't fucking scramble. And this year, because they have no O-line and because they trust him a bit more, his decision-making ability is still elite, and he's got unbelievable speed. He's got really great elusiveness for, white quarterback, and he's fast, dude. So I think he's going to fuck New England up with some scramble plays that they're not really ready for, because it's just really hard to game plan for that. He's got a cannon arm, and he's also, got like top end quarterback speed running, which I don't think most people know that about him, but he's really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the Patriots not look great against some of these other like dual threat quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson, whatever, before he got hurt in that game and then was just laughing it up on the sidelines. I don't know what the hell that was.
Well, and Herbert hasn't been running that much. Like, he didn't run much against Houston. I mean, he was running for his life because he's got no O-line, but he wasn't like running down the field much. And I think that they were trying to preserve him because of the broken hand. In the playoffs, you're going to take every risk. So I'm expecting him to run a lot personally.
I mean, I kind of want to see it happen. It would be awesome. I think part of the reason why he wasn't running as much last year is because he was coming back from some like leg injury, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he had a bad ankle. But he's never gone down with anything major. Thankfully, it's all been like. I mean, a broken hand is kind of major, but you don't
shoot it up with whatever. With
no career-ending shit or no season-ending shit. So
so you like Houston against Pitt, though? Oh, what are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I think that Aaron Rodgers is kind of, he's still got a little spark in him, but I just don't think he's got enough to beat Houston. I don't.
All right, yeah. I mean, two experienced quarterbacks in this one. Houston is like a 3-point favorite in this game, which is not a huge favorite here. It's at Pittsburgh. Now, we're talking about C.J. Stroud here playing outside in cold weather again. I think it's going to be clear weather, though, and I think it is going to be probably around like 40 degrees or so last I checked, so I don't think it's going to be like horrible weather or anything like that. But Stroud, like these late season road games, he hasn't really been that good. The first one that he won was at Kansas City in early December this year. He's lost on the road in his other playoff games, so I do worry about that. And you are talking about him going up against a Super Bowl champion, Aaron Rodgers here. I know he's 42, but he looks pretty decent this year.
That was a long time ago he won the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, it was, what was it, 2013 maybe?
Yeah, it was
2011?
12 years ago, 13 years ago?
I don't know, whenever it was. I remember it was against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dude, can you imagine if that's the Super Bowl matchup? Pittsburgh against Green Bay? And Aaron Rodgers is on the other side of it.
I will I will bet you $1,000 that's not what happens.
I don't know, man. The script writers. What about the script writers?
Bro, there ain't no way Pittsburgh makes the fucking Super Bowl.
I'm picking Pittsburgh to beat Houston.
Oh, well, all right. Then I guess there is a way. I don't even think they get out of round one.
I think there's a very good chance that they do. Again, I think home advantage. And here's the other, dude, because I said I was going to give you some trends here. This is a Monday night football game because there's Monday night games in the playoffs now. Pittsburgh has not lost a home Monday night football game since, like, I believe 1991. They've won 25 in a row Monday night home football games.
Wow. That's crazy. What a crazy stat.
Yeah. And people claim that they did lose one during the COVID year because they played like this Fox game that wasn't actually a Monday night game. They lost to Washington and it got shifted. It got moved over to like a Monday, like 5 p.m. game or something. But that's not Monday Night Football, man. And even if it was, okay, so they're 25-1.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is Aaron Rodgers' last hurrah. So if I was going to pick Pittsburgh, it would be because of that. Because it's like, it's everything.
I love Rodgers, man. He's going to get all up in the ayahuasca and he's just going to go out there and do it.
And I know this means a lot to him because his reputation has been demolished because of, his experience with the Jets, the not getting vaccinated, all that. And I know he would love to stick it to the haters and chalk up a W in the playoffs when he's ancient. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but I just think Houston's a better team.
They are. Oh, they're definitely the better team. That's why they're a road favorite here. Houston has the better defense, which is an issue for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's defense hasn't been that good, but they did get T.J. Watt back. Yeah, last
Houston's D is fucking really good, dude. I like Houston in this quite a bit, actually.
All right. So we differed on all three of those games, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, I went Buffalo, Chargers. Whoa, I took all road teams? Fuck. There's like almost no way I get that right, but I lean towards all of them.
All right. Do you want to do a NFC first round? Go that way, go in that order.
Yeah.
All right. 5 versus 4 is the Rams at Carolina. The Rams are on the road at the 5 seed at Carolina because you win your division, even if you're 8-9, you're in, baby.
Oh man. Yeah, I think that the Rams win that easily.
I agree. We're going to agree with that one on that one. First time we agree, Clint. You're going with the road team again, but I agree. Yes, Houston's D. Yes, you like Houston's D.
Dude, their D is delicious for real.
Yeah. It's one of the best. They have the best D, man, in Houston. The Rams are they're somewhere around a 10-point favorite in this game. They are the heaviest road favorite in NFL playoff history in this game.
I think that's right. I think it should be.
Well, they played at Carolina like about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and Carolina won.
Well, that's shocking.
And the line was about the same. It was like 9.5 or 10, but it was kind of a bad spot for the Rams. I don't see it happening again. It was a weird game. Stafford threw like 3 picks in the game, and the Rams still almost won. So the Rams are going to win.
Yeah, I wouldn't take them plus 10 on the road. That's just a crazy bet, in my opinion.
No, yeah, I'm not going to lay it, but I don't want any part of the Panthers either. And the Panthers, They are the 3rd worst point differential team ever to make the playoffs. So that's, they were minus 67 point differential this year. So they got outscored cumulatively by 67 points during the season.
That's crazy, dude.
The other 2 teams that were worse than that were like minus 70 something, minus 80 something, and that was the 2010 Seattle Seahawks, where they won the division. Everybody was making fun of them, I think, that year where they were below 500 with Pete Carroll's first year, I think. And the other one was the Tim Tebow Denver Broncos. But both of those teams won their first game.
Yeah, that's pretty shocking. Look, I don't think it happens again. If Carolina can beat the Rams again, back to back, that'd be really, really shocking. I think that the Rams win by a touchdown.
Yeah. I think the Rams definitely win. Yeah, covering maybe a different story, but I mean, I don't know. If I were gonna guess on the point spread, I'd probably still be Rams for me. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't want to do it. Like, I wouldn't put my money on it, but I think the Rams probably win easily in this game because they know what they.
I don't ever want to bet. You gotta win by 11 on the road. Like, that's crazy, dude.
Well, they know what they did wrong in that last game, and if they just show up, the Rams are probably the most balanced team in the NFC. Like, maybe in all.
They're a really good team, but like I honestly had Carolina not beat them 5 weeks ago, like you said, I would be like, yeah, I see them winning by 17. But it seems as if Carolina they understand this team relatively well. Otherwise, 3 picks, it's probably a fluke, but you never know. Maybe they get 2 again, and then it's like it's a game.
Yeah, this is also because you like quarterback matchups. This is also the most. This is the widest experience gap between quarterbacks. We have a 37-year-old Super Bowl winner on one side, and we have
second year.
Well, it's his first playoff game for Bryce Young. Yeah, second year. Yeah, or maybe third year. Actually, I don't know. I forget. But yeah.
Yeah, if my life's on the line, Stafford versus Young, I'm rolling with this bet 100%.
Yeah.
All right, let's move off this game. It's fucking whack.
Yeah. Green Bay, Carolina. The 7 is Green Bay, Chicago. Excuse me. So you get a divisional matchup here between two teams that hate each other. 7 versus 2, Green Bay, Chicago.
I haven't watched Chicago all season. All I know is that they've been winning a lot. Are they legit at all?
No. I think they're the most fraudulent team in NFL history, actually. The Bears. Wow. They had one of the 3 weakest schedules. They're an average
more
offense.
Fraudulent than New England?
Yes. Chicago has an average offense, and they're bottom 7 defense probably. They're awful.
Wow.
They've won so many close games. There's got to be some regression here. They're definitely the worst team in this matchup.
Yeah, what's the name of their USC quarterback they got? The gay guy?
Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams.
Yeah, is he having a good year?
People are going to say yes because of what they've done this year, but if you look at his stats, no. He has the worst. I believe he has the worst quarterback rating out of all of the playoff quarterbacks here.
Yeah, I would imagine. And is Love healthy?
That is a question. He's missed the last 2 games, but I think he's going to play here.
Okay. Well, if he's healthy, then I go Green Bay easily. If he's not, or if he's hobbled, then I think Chicago might pull it off.
Yeah. So this is one of the interesting ones because we have 2 previous matchups between these two teams because they're in the division. So Green Bay won by 7 in the first game, where Green Bay was a 6.5-point favorite at home in that game. And Caleb Williams was driving Chicago down the field at the end of the game, and he threw an interception close to the end zone when they were trying to tie the game potentially there. That's how that game ended. And then the second matchup, which was in Chicago, Green Bay was about a 1-point favorite, and Green Bay was going to win the game. They were winning the game 16-6 with 4 minutes left. Jordan Love got hurt. Then Malik Willis also got hurt. So the Green Bay was down to their 3rd-string quarterback, Clayton Tune. And, out of Western Kentucky, I believe. I forget. He's been around for a while, but he never gets to play. And it took Chicago having to score, and they hadn't had a touchdown they had no touchdowns in the game up until this point. They scored. They recovered an onside kick, scored again, sent it into overtime. Green Bay had the ball first, and Green Bay's 3rd-string quarterback, in combination with a backup center that was also playing, fumbled the football in Chicago territory, and then Chicago wound up winning the game. That's how that game went.
I actually think I saw a chunk of that. Look, I lean heavily towards Green Bay, but you got to tell me if Love's healthy or not, because
Well, he hasn't played since that game. So Malik Willis played against the Ravens and looked awesome against the Ravens. And I think he got hurt again in that game, by the way, and Tune had to come in again, and they still won. And then they rested everybody last week. Green Bay they didn't play anybody against Minnesota last week, so they're trying to get healthy for this game.
Dude, if I pick Green Bay, I will have picked 5 straight road teams. I'm going road team. I am.
Yeah, I mean, none of them are huge underdogs though. So
I think the only
some of them are favorites.
The only home team I might go with is Philly, and I'm not even confident about that.
All right. Well, I like Green Bay in this game as well. I think Love will play it. Green Bay is absolutely the better team. They have the better defense. You're talking about experience. If it's Love versus Williams, you got a quarterback that's been in the playoffs multiple years now at this point, I'm pretty sure, and a guy that has never been. And I think Love is actually probably the better quarterback anyway. So
I agree with all that.
But everybody's talking about how like Green Bay lost Micah Parsons, who was doing a lot of damage on their defense. So their defense is still pretty good, even without him. So, yeah,
right.
Chicago, by the way, they played a tougher game last week. They tried to win last week against Detroit. So maybe, I don't know. It's going to be that rest versus rust thing where Green Bay, like, probably I think it was good that they rested, though, last week.
Yeah, but Love having been out for a month is like, that's tough.
Yeah. And I believe this line is somewhere around a pick 'em in this game as well, by the way. So, if Green Bay is healthy, I think Green Bay should be about a 3-point favorite.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's really going to come down to Love.
We have our Carolina fan in the chat here, Garrett. What's up, man? I wouldn't get your hopes up, man.
As a Chargers fan, I'll be rooting for you, homeboy.
That's right.
I like seeing dogs.
There you go. Yeah, fucking shit up with the dogs. Well, you have the biggest home favorite is in San Francisco and Philadelphia. Philadelphia's up to about a 4.5-point favorite, I think, in this game, and they open lower than that. That's the 6-3 matchup here. What are your thoughts?
I don't have a strong opinion on this game. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't watched much of Frisco or Philly this season, so I'll let you school me.
All right. It kind of comes down to offense versus defense in this game. Like San Francisco has a really prolific offense, but their defense is just very injured. Like they lost Bosa and Warner. Like their top two defenders are done. They're not coming back, and they've been out for a while. Although they were able to get here without them. But Philadelphia.
Who does Joey Bosa play for now?
Yeah, where is he at now? Because San Francisco, I forget which Bosa is which. San Francisco's is Nick Bosa.
Yeah, they have Nick.
Joey Bosa, yeah. I think he's on Buffalo, I want to say.
Yeah, I think he is. Is he healthy? Because like he was never healthy for the Chargers.
Probably not. I have no idea. I think he is on Buffalo, but I could be wrong about that.
No, I'm almost certain you're right.
Yeah, but Philadelphia, I mean, they have the better defense. Philadelphia is obviously I think they're a dangerous team. I mean, they won the Super Bowl last year, so they have the Super Bowl winning coach there. So we have a couple of Super Bowl winning coaches here, of course, with the Rams have McVay, Philadelphia has Sirianni here. Sirianni, by the way, is 5-0 in the playoffs at home. So the Eagles have that going for them. And I haven't really looked at the weather in this one, but San Francisco having to play in the Northeast in the outdoors doesn't seem very advantageous to them.
Yeah, Joey Bosa was out with a hamstring, but it looks like he's playing for Buffalo. So good for them. He was never fucking healthy for us.
We were correct, yeah, Buffalo.
I lean Philly, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised either way. So,
yeah, I mean, you actually have two really good coaches in this game. This is, well, I mean, I'm not even really a fan of Sirianni. I think he's kind of a douche, but I'm not going to argue that he's not a good coach. And then Shanahan on the other side might be the best coach in the NFL. And he's been able to do this with a very lackluster defense, but
that's why I said I think San Francisco could pull it off, is just because of Shanahan, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I have to go with the Eagles here. Sirianni at home. It's probably going to be cold. It's outdoors. The better defense. As far as laying the points, I'm not totally sure, but to me, this feels a lot like last year where people were just kind of overlooking Philadelphia because their offense has been really bad at times. Like Saquon Barkley didn't do anything close to what he did last year. Jalen Hurts, by the way, has had 2 different second halves this year in games where he didn't complete a pass.
Dude, that's a crazy stat.
But the Eagles won both games, though.
Yeah, that's still not comforting. I'll tell you, if I was betting this game, I would take Frisco plus the points.
I think I would probably lay it. Like, I don't know. I got to figure out what I want my actual bets to be for my show, but this is kind of one of my stronger opinions. I do like the Eagles in this one. It's just,
dude, you would lay it? You think they're going to win by 5? Wow.
I kind of do. They're pretty much able to do that when they ran through the playoffs last year. And yeah, I think they're being overlooked because the public likes offenses rather than defenses.
All right, now that we've got through the first round picks,
Charles, what's up, man?
I just got to say, Okay, that's cool. I just got to say, this is, in my opinion, and I've been a football fan for 30 plus years. I think I'm an NFL fan, I should say. I never fuck with college, other than when I was in college. I watched San Diego State a little bit, but I think that this is the most open playoffs that has ever happened in my life. I genuinely mean that. I don't think that there is a single team. I mean, I shouldn't say there's not a single team that couldn't win the Super Bowl, but there's like 8 that could. It's insane.
Yeah. I said it was 6, I think, on my show that I think legitimately could be the winners here.
I'll tell you, let's go through and say who we think could win the Super Bowl. This is my honest opinion. I think Denver could win. I think Buffalo could win. I think Jacksonville could win. I think the Chargers could win. I think the Patriots, I'm questionable on that. I think Houston could win. I think Seattle, I don't like Seattle. I think the Rams could win. And I think Philly, and I think maybe even Frisco and Green Bay. Like, I think that's a crazy amount of teams that I think could run it. Yeah.
I mean, I would say Denver and Seattle, obviously. I mean, they do get buys as well. Philadelphia, Rams, definitely. How many am I up? That's 4. What were the other? I forget what the other 2 were that I thought. Buffalo probably was one, even though I think they might lose to Jacksonville. But I think if they get through that, they have a decent chance. And then what was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was. It was either Green Bay or Houston. I forget. Maybe I'll go 7 then. I think they could both potentially do it.
Leaving my Chargers out. I'm going to fuck your face.
Sorry.
I'm going to fuck your face the next time I see you.
Maybe I'll like it.
All right. I'm going to like it when the Chargers have a deep run and fucking, I'm just going to be texting you going, look at this, you stupid bitch.
Yeah. All right. Your second round matchup here, you have Chargers at Denver in the second round is what you would have. If the Chargers win, that would be the matchup.
By the way, I love that game. I was so disappointed. The Chargers had an opportunity to win the division. People don't even realize that, but the Chargers were like super close to winning the division. All we had to do was beat Houston, and had we beat Houston, it would have been Chargers in Denver week 18 to take the division. And I'm telling you, we sat like, I don't know how many of our starters, like 7 or 8 of them or something crazy. And it was still like it was still a close game going into the fourth. They ran away from us in the fourth, but
yep.
I think had the Chargers had it all on the line and been playing Herbert, we would have beat Denver to take the division had we just fucking squeaked out a win against Houston. So I like that game a lot, and I'm so glad that I might get to see it still because I want to see that game. I want to see the fucking Broncos versus the Chargers, everybody playing, everybody trying. Even though it's in Denver, I like the Chargers in that game.
Yeah, with everybody playing, I'm not sure, but I did see some of the like hypothetical lines out there. I think Denver would only be like about a 3-point favorite in this game.
That's right. It should be. They should be favorites.
It seems crazy. It seems like everybody's going to want Denver in that case. Man, if it's Denver and the Chargers, I mean, those teams know each other really well. It's almost like anything could happen. Like all bets are off there.
Dude.
And you have an inexperienced quarterback, pretty much.
Even when the Broncos or the Chargers suck, all bets are off when these two teams play. Like they are always, it's like always close. I mean, the only reason it wasn't close week 18 is because we sat everybody, and even then it was close until the fourth.
Yeah, you have Bo Nix. He has one playoff game under his belt there, and then Justin Herbert obviously has way more experience than that. So the experience factor could loom large in that game.
I would go Herbert for sure in that game. I think he would play lights out. That's like the primary reason I think the Chargers have a chance. I love our road. I mean, like I love our road to the playoffs, even though it's going to be all on the road. I think Chargers versus the Patriots, I think it's a coin flip. I think Chargers versus the Broncos, it's a coin flip. And then my guess is it's either Buffalo or Jacksonville in the AFC Championship, and I think it's a fucking coin flip. So that's why I like our chances.
Yeah, these games, a lot of them are coin flips. But in my bracket setup, I would have Pittsburgh playing at Denver. So
I go Denver on that one.
If that's the matchup, I would have to go with Denver. Yeah, so that's how I have my bracket right now. Unfortunately, because I would like to see Aaron Rodgers do it, but they'd probably be about a touchdown underdog in that game. So I don't think I'd be able to see it happening. And Denver still has one of the best defenses. But you got to worry about their QB there. But they do have a Super Bowl winning coach with Denver, so there is that. Your second matchup winds up being Buffalo
versus Houston.
Buffalo at Houston. So actually a rematch of a game that happened in the later half of the season where Houston won on a Thursday night at Buffalo. Also one of my bets that I won on the show when Houston beat Buffalo.
My honest, my instinct tells me Buffalo wins that game, and then they beat the Chargers to go to the Super Bowl. That's my honest opinion.
All right. I could see that happening. I mean, I worry about Buffalo on the road, just in general, though. Although my matchup winds up being Jacksonville at New England is what I wind up with here. And this is why my bracket, like, I don't love my bracket, man, because in that, like, you have to pick New England there, right? Don't you? Like, Jacksonville having to play in cold weather in New England, I just don't really see it.
Yeah, I think that the Chargers have a better chance against New England than Jacksonville does. So I think if New England gets through the Chargers, I think that they make it to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, so that's what I have in mind. I would have, Denver against New England there. Do you want to finish the AFC here, or do you want to go back to the NFC over here, divisional round NFC?
I already finished it. I said it's going to be Buffalo versus the Chargers in the AFC Championship game,
Okay,
and I think Buffalo goes to the Super Bowl.
All right, I have New England at Denver, and I have Denver going to the Super Bowl for Cole.
Year 2 QB, you think Nick's got that in him?
I don't know. It's going to have to be the defense carrying them, but this is what, like, I filled out my bracket last night, and this is what, like, the game theory led me to. I don't know, man. It was basically I was down to either picking Denver or the Rams to win it all, pretty much.
I think that
it's going to make my NFC seem even weirder, though, after I said that, because that's not what I have going on in the NFC.
Yeah, I think it ends up. I mean, I'll say my personal opinion is to the 3 teams in the AFC that have a chance of making the Super Bowl. It's the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Bills. And I think that it's going to be the Bills. That's just my guess. And then I think, shut up, Z-Sook 8. We're not in baseball season.
What's up, Zach?
And I think. All right. So what's our rounds? I think we had the same picks
in the NFC. We both would. So we both have Green Bay winning, which means Green Bay plays at Seattle.
Okay, I think Seattle wins that game, but it'll be close.
I agree. I think Seattle would be a very, like, small favorite in that game. Green Bay is legit, man. And I don't know, your quarterback play, it's going to be Sam Darnold up against Jordan Love. I don't know. Like, Green Bay
Darnold's great in the regular season, but he fucking ate shit in the playoffs last year. So
yeah, and he only has that one game under his belt. Love has a little bit more experience, assuming he's going to play. But I still probably go Seattle there.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Green Bay wins that game, but I'm leaning towards Seattle just because of the record, I guess. I don't know. It's close.
Yep. Yeah, I think Seattle, would definitely be a favorite. I just don't know by how much. But Seattle does have a really, really legit defense, though.
Well, they have a legit D and an incredible home field advantage. So that's the primary reason that I think that they've got a shot to make it to the championship game. But I don't think that they have a chance of making the Super Bowl.
Yeah, although Green Bay with Love has pulled off some road wins in the playoffs, though they're road tested. Like, they beat Dallas that year, and then they almost beat San Francisco. So
I'll tell you, that would be an elite road win for him if he goes into Seattle, the number 1 seed, and fucking knocks them off after knocking off their division rivals in Chicago. That'd be a very impressive run on his part.
Yeah, and then we both have in the other matchup in the divisional, we both would have Rams at Eagles, which is also a rematch of a game that happened, like, in the middle of the season that really pissed me off because in my money contest, which I did win money in, by the way, where you pick 5 games against the spread every week, I had one of my losers was Rams plus the points in that game, and it was like a plus 5.5 or something, and the Rams were winning almost that entire game. They were winning by like 16 points in the fourth quarter. The Eagles wound up taking the lead by like 1 or 2, and then the Rams were going for a game-winning field goal attempt, and it got blocked and returned for a touchdown, so the Eagles covered.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I like the Rams in that game, even though it'll be in Philly.
Yeah.
Dude,
Eagles.
I'm a fucking road warrior this playoffs.
You are. Yeah.
I'm like every road team's gonna win. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening. If it's Rams at Philly, though, again, it's like this indoor team going outdoors. Though, like, I worry about it, even though the Rams are legit. I think Philly would be a favorite of some kind at home there. I would go with the Eagles in that game, but it's tough, man.
Yeah, it'll be a great game. I can't wait. I think that's what's gonna happen too.
All right. Well, so you had the Rams there, right? And I had the Eagles in that one.
Yeah.
So you have Seahawks, Rams.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Rams beat Seattle.
In Seattle.
Yep.
All right. Which, by the way, so those two teams played twice, and the Rams won the first game in LA, and it was a weird, low-scoring game where a lot of weird crap happened. And Seattle actually kind of dominated the game statistically, but the Rams won. Darnold had like 4 turnovers, and Sean McVay looks pretty good at like countering Sam Darnold. But in the second game, which was the game, that Thursday night game, not that long, I think it was a Thursday night, Seattle came back and won the game, and the Rams actually dominated that game in Seattle, and the Rams were winning by whatever it was, 16 points or something pretty late in the game, and they wound up not even winning. If you remember that, they lost in overtime. Crazy game.
Yeah, I do remember that. It was probably the game of the year, I thought. But I still think that the Rams are the better team. And I think when it comes to the NFC Championship, Stafford experience, I think that they'll pull it off. I don't see Darnold making it to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
All right, so you have your Super Bowl is what, Bills and Rams?
Yeah, it's either Chargers Rams or Bills Rams. That's my pick.
All right.
But I'm leaning Bills Rams.
All right, for me, I would have
a 6 and a 5 seed, which is pretty bonkers.
Yeah, I have a 1 seed on the AFC side, and on the NFC side, I'm going to have the 3 seed. I'm going to have the Eagles winning in Seattle.
I'm genuinely shocked that you have the Broncos making the Super Bowl.
I have Broncos and Eagles in the Super Bowl right now because I think they're solid defenses that are being overlooked basically, and the Eagles are at least a team with experience. The Broncos obviously not, but that is my Super Bowl matchup the way I have it right now.
How many people are watching right now?
104.
You're welcome for the retweet. Anyways,
oh yes, thank you.
I want the people in the chat. The reason I was asking is because if it's like 5, I don't really care what they have to say. But if there's 100, I'd like people to drop in the chat. What's their matchups? Give us their matchups in the Super Bowl.
Let's do it. We got
in the Super Bowl. Who you got? Who's playing and who wins?
Yeah. So who do you have winning? By the way, in the Super Bowl, you're going Rams.
Oh, God, I think so. I mean, I might just say Allen gets it done. KC falls. Allen's been kept the ring off his finger by Mahomes time and time again.
Yeah.
That's kind of the hero's journey story. So,
yeah. Although if he does it, everybody would probably still like shit on him and be like, "Oh, he did it, but he didn't have to go through those other guys."
yeah, but someone's got to win. So if Herbert does it, they'll say the same thing. But then Herbert can just say, "Well, I beat Mahomes twice in the regular season. Shove it up your fucking ass. The whole reason they weren't in the playoffs was because of us."
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm also shocked that I have Denver winning the Super Bowl in my bracket, which what
the fuck?
This is my bracket right here.
You don't even just have them making the Super Bowl. You have the Broncos winning the Super Bowl with a second-year quarterback.
This is the game theory bracket that I filled out the other day.
Dude, there's no way they beat the Eagles. If the Eagles make it, the Eagles beat the Broncos.
I would be worried about that, yeah, because if that happens...
If you're worried about it, why are you picking the Broncos?
Game theory, baby.
What do you keep saying game theory? What the fuck is the game theory?
I take like what percentage of people are picking certain teams versus like what are the actual odds for them to do it, and I find like where the biggest gap is. So the Broncos were like the most underpicked team percentage wise, combined with like having the best odds to win it. I mean, so I factor in them both. I like multiply them. I mostly do it with March Madness though.
All right. I think it's gonna let you down, but I'll tell you, my buddy McKinney out of San Diego, one of my best friends from high school, he would have an orgasm that would last him a century if Bo Nix wins a Super Bowl.
Well, Cole will. So there is that too.
Trust me, this dude McKinney is a fucking psychopath. We lived in San Diego, and this kid would drive to Denver multiple times per year to watch a home game. And he was born and raised in San Diego, and he just chose to become a Broncos fan. And then he would drive to Denver multiple times per year. He moved to Denver for a couple of years just to go to Broncos games.
That's crazy.
He is to say
But
he's a
he's from
psychopath.
San Diego?
Yeah, dude.
So I'm going to pick the team that everybody hates, the Broncos. Like,
Yeah. And I had another friend like that who decided to be a
well, I
Raiders
did that
fan.
too, by the way, against New
But
England. Yeah.
this kid did it junior year of high school because I was a huge Chargers fan, and he's just like, I'm gonna pick a team, and he's like, we had just got our cars, and he's like, I love horsepower, I love horses, so I'm a Broncos fan, and then he became a psychotic, like bigger Broncos fan than I've ever been a fan of anything. It's crazy, dude.
The chat are a bunch of psychos. Garrett, the Carolina fan, has Carolina winning, and then Charles is saying the Broncos, but he likes the Panthers if they can get there.
Dude, crazy.
That would be the rematch of the Peyton Manning Super Bowl. Broncos, Panthers.
I like that your viewers are as retarded as we are.
Oh yeah.
I just don't see it. I don't see the Panthers or the Broncos doing it, man.
Obviously, I could see the Broncos doing it, but you're right. Again, like, if they're up against the team that won it last year, the experienced team, I worry. But, Clint, last year I had both Super Bowl teams right, but I had the wrong winner. I had Chiefs over Eagles in my bracket, so that was all right. I have Indiana doing the game theory thing in the college football playoff. I have Indiana right now. The other game is on right now, by the way, the semifinal, Miami and Ole Miss over here.
I mean, Chiefs-Eagles was chalk last season, wasn't it?
No, no, it was not. Like both teams were not really being picked because they were both like really defense oriented. I think the Eagles I think might have been the 2 seed in the NFC last year, and then the Chiefs were. What were the Chiefs the 1? I don't remember. Maybe they were the 1. So it was the 1 against the 2, maybe. But
Yeah.
people weren't picking them though, so I don't know.
Well, as a Chargers fan, I was. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. I didn't think
All right.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I think your bracket's going to look like shit in about a week. I think your bracket's going to look fucked in a week.
What the Broncos will still be alive in a week?
Well, yeah. Still with the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think the Eagles will still be as well. So, yeah, that's mine. So you have Rams definitely could do it, man. I mean, Rams are legit. They have the experience. They've done it before. Could be the swan song for Stafford there. But you said it's either that or Josh Allen, basically, which, I mean, could definitely see that happening as well, though.
Like I told you, I pick playoffs based off quarterbacks, and I think those are the 3 best quarterbacks in the playoffs. I think along with Herbert.
Stafford, Allen, yeah, Josh Allen for sure. Who else did you say? Love?
Stafford and Herbert.
Oh, Herbert, yeah. Herbert, Stafford, and Josh Allen, yeah.
So that's
not Drake May. What?
No.
Oh.
Sorry. I mean, he had a good year. He's a rookie, right?
Well, I think.
Or no, we already went over this.
Yeah,
He's
we went
second
through
year,
that,
but
second
but he
year,
only, first year starting the whole season.
Right.
I think it's a bit of smoke and mirrors. I honestly really believe that the Chargers are going to win that game. So you guys get to tune in 72 hours from now and see if I'm retarded or not.
Yeah, I would not be shocked if that happens. I think it's a tough game to read, man. It is. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, that is it. Garrett,
we only got 2. We only got 2.
All off, man.
Drake May over Herbert by a mile. You sound retarded, Garrett. You're also a fucking Carolina fan, so I don't really care what you think.
These are my regulars, man. This is my audience, Clint.
These are the only people that replied, though?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, we tried. We tried to get more feedback, but
yeah,
both
just
of you...
Charles and Garrett. Oh, we did have from AD here, the guy who was doing the end tower earlier. Actually, he said the Sonics would win somewhere. I forget where he said that.
I got sweatpants on. I'm cozy.
Oh, AD said the Sonics will win. Bring back the Sonics, man. NBA, Seattle.
He's right. He's right because the Thunder are the Sonics, and the Thunder are going to win. So
yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. All right. Hell yeah, man. Anything else, Clint? Any other words about the playoffs here?
I just want to emphasize how how unbelievably crazy these playoffs are. There is
Yeah.
there is no, I mean, every other season there's a dominant team that like everybody kind of fears. It just doesn't exist. Like literally, like nobody. I don't fear anybody in these playoffs.
I mean, the team that's like the team that everybody kind of is picking to be like the team that's that best team is Seattle, which is kind of insane.
But you can't fear a
Sam
team,
Darnold.
a team. Yeah, you can't fear a team quarterback by Sam Darnold. Like, I'm not saying he's bad. He's okay, but like I think he had 4 picks in that playoff game for Minnesota last season. Am I wrong?
Well, so against Minnesota, that was for the division win. Which one? So he had a horrible game against Detroit in the final.
That's the one I'm
regular
talking about.
season game, but then he had a horrible game again against the Rams.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. So Sean McVay has pretty much owned him, really.
Yeah, so Darnold had like an unbelievable season, and then those last 2 games, he looked like a guy who shouldn't be a starter. So I mean, if you fear a guy like that, like I don't get it. I don't know why you would. So
The most Hispanic fans. That might be the Chargers.
that would be the Raiders, and they're not in there. So
No, but out of the playoff teams, it's got to be either Chargers.
it's easily the Chargers.
Yeah.
I mean, all of our fans are Mexican.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna say it's got to be either Chargers, Rams, Houston, or.
Mexicans don't fuck with Rams. Nobody fucks with the Rams.
All right.
It's like-
okay.
I'm serious. Like the only people that are Rams fans are in St. Louis. Like no one in LA.
Yeah, what the
gives a
hell
fuck
happened?
about
Weren't
the
they?
Rams.
They were the LA Rams before they were St. Louis, though, right? Weren't they?
I think a long time ago.
Yeah, they
I
went
don't know.
back to LA. They were the LA Rams when they had
That's true.
Eric
so
Dickerson and shit.
Yeah, they have some Mexican and black fans because of LA, but there's no
But yeah.
Mexicans in yeah. There's no.
So
there's-
so it's not Houston. Jacksonville is probably all Wiggers.
yeah. they got some black fans too.
Oh, all right, yeah, true. Yeah, so I guess it's got to be the Chargers then. I mean, Houston probably has a decent amount, but yeah.
It's hard to say that the Chargers ever have the most fans ever in any category because there's so few Charger fans. But if you're going to ask me about Mexicans, it's the Chargers. They played in San Diego for a long time. A lot of Mexicans became fans of them.
Yeah. Heat and Bulls game is delayed. What does that even mean? How's an NBA game delayed because of a hawk? Oh, it's delayed on TV. I'm like, wait, what? I don't know. You can probably find a stream of it somewhere.
That's a reply we didn't need.
No. Well, I'm dictating the show here, man. That condensation on the court. All right. Should we get out of here, Clint?
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
You got some plugs? Yeah, anytime, man. We should do it again at some point for, I don't know, whatever the next sport is that comes up that you want to do.
Yeah. I mean, NBA playoffs time. That's about it.
NBA playoffs, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Clint Russell, Liberty Lockdown. That's it. Thanks, man.
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming on, man.
For sure. I'm gonna fucking mock you so aggressively when your entire bracket is blown out. I swear, I don't think you have a single thing right.
All right. Thanks, Clint.
All right,
Peace,
later.
everybody. Thanks,
Later,
everybody.
guys.